You ever felt like you're two shades away from living the life you're supposed to be living? I'm there. Sometimes I look back, like right now. Usually when stuff hits the fan or when I think about my past and where I went off track. Sometimes I try to pinpoint the place in my mind where it began, because I know I was on the right path. Something happened along the way. It kind of bumped me over a bit. And here I am, wondering if I add up. Wondering if I'm ever going to get back on the right track again. Life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes we find ourselves feeling lost, disconnected from our purpose, overwhelmed by setbacks, or wondering how to get back on the right path. But here's the truth. God's grace is sufficient, and no matter how far you feel you've strayed, you can always get back on track. Let's talk about how. 1. Pause and reflect. The first step is to pause and seek clarity. In Psalms 46:10, God reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." Take a moment to quiet the noise around you. Pray, journal, or sit in the silence with the Lord. Ask Him to search your heart and guide you. Reflect on where you are, where you want it to be, and where He is calling you to go. This isn't about dwelling on regrets. It's about aligning your steps with His purpose. Step 2. Set small, faithful steps. Sometimes the idea of getting back on track can feel overwhelming. But in Proverbs 16:9, we're reminded the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord established his steps. Start small. Whether it's dedicating a few minutes each day to prayer, committing to read one chapter of the Bible daily, or simply showing kindness to yourself and others, each step matters. Trust that even tiny steps, when guided by God, can lead to big transformations. Step 3. Renew your mindset. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Getting back on track requires a shift in how you see your situation. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, focus on what God is doing through your challenges. Ask yourself, what does God teach me in this season? Remember, setbacks aren't the end of your story. They're often God's way of redirecting you towards something greater. Step 4. Lean on community. We're not meant to walk this journey alone. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 tells us, "Two are better than one. If either of them falls, one can help the other up." Surround yourself with people who encourage your faith and uplift your spirit. Whether it's joining a Bible study, seeking counsel from a mentor, or simply leaning on a trusted friend, community is a vital part of getting back on track. Together we can bear one another's burdens and grow stronger in Christ. And step 5, embrace grace and keep going. Finally, remember this. God's mercies are new every morning. Lamentations 3:22-23. If you stumble, don't beat yourself up. Instead, turn to God, confess, and move forward with His grace. Celebrate small victories as evidence of His faithfulness in your life. Trust that He is working all things together for your good. Romans 8:28. Even when the road feels long or uncertain. Getting back on track is about more than just finding your way again. It's about walking in faith, trusting in God's plan, and thriving in His purpose for your life. So take that first step. Pray boldly, walk humbly, and keep your eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of your faith. Your journey is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning.